Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. My name is Westside Vandal, and we are live with Go Mode podcast here. We will be doing Amarth versus Quizbowl Game 2. It's going to be a standard race. Um, Apologies for the rough start here. My computer decided it didn't want to restream tonight, so we'll get things under control here, and we'll be underway shortly. It will be myself on solo comms, and oh, okay. I mean, honestly, I'm not going to force you to after what I am making you do right now. So I will understand if you want to go get a stiff drink, uh, and ignore my existence for the next hour and 30 minutes. I completely am fine with that. Uh, Yeah, unfortunately, as you can see, Math had to basically panic and, and grab everything up because my computer decided it didn't want to play by the rules anymore. Oh. Oh, hey, by the way, my restream was supposed to be sent live here just now. That was what that beeping you may or may not have heard was. Yeah. Yeah. I feel so bad right now, not gonna lie. I mean, I know it's not out. It's basically out of my control. Because computers are just great. But meanwhile, on tracking is actually Yoinker's wife, not iBot. Again, Math's getting all that changed on the fly. She's doing an amazing job. No, Math will be joining me shortly, Lumaga. Unless you want to last second. Exactly. If you want to, yeah, because I'm pretty sure she wants nothing to do with me right now. The chest is a secret to everybody. We are underway. Standard opening here, so we're going to see whose execution reigns supreme over the first 6 minutes of this seed. That is 300 rupees. Just rating the life savings there, the emergency savings. Okay. Yep. Okay. Cool. Early map check there. That was 2 on Eastern Palace, and green pendant on Desert, and a blue pendant on Tower of Hera.
And hey, Wes.
Hey, Lumaga, how you doing?
Good. Glad to join you.
We've got Sword on Uncle, and yeah, things might finally start to stabilize here for everybody involved. That was I think the last 15 minutes just took about 10 years off of my life and about 15 off Math Girls.
Oh, good. So this is standard. So our weapon just happened to be a sword?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. Just you know, is this even randomized? Because Quizbowl is using the Link sprite. But yeah, now that things have kind of settled down here, do appreciate the raid from Zelda Speedruns earlier. Thank you for that. Sorry you had to see my computer potatoing. But we're stable. We're getting ready for some rando action. Moon Pearl? Okay. Looks like we're going to have another pretty stacked escape after this morning's fairly stacked escape.
So an early Moon Pearl is going to be pretty good because 2 more items and you get to avoid Agadim.
Yeah. This is indeed the truth. Yeah, it's alright. We'll get there eventually. Alright, third chest in escape. As soon as that blue guard decides to just go away, is the small key. I mean, we're going to be seeing Dark Cross anyway because it is standard. So we would have been seeing that small key either here or in Zelda's cell regardless. Or I suppose we could have seen it.
There's only a few places it could possibly be.
Yeah. Everything looks correct. Yeah. Huge. By the way, this cannot be overstated enough. Huge shout-outs to Math Girl, recognizing there was a problem and immediately going to correct it at the cost of part of her sanity.
Lamp in Zelda's cell. By the way, yes. Thank you so much, Math Girl. But are we playing NMG or are we playing randomizer?
I know, right? Is this even randomized?
Now, they would have had a free light cone in standard mode anyway in the back of Escape, but, well, now they don't have to worry about the rest of the dark rooms.
Yeah, and also thank you to Lumaga for stepping up as soon as he realized I was going to be solo comming. It's one thing to solo comm at noon. It's another thing to solo comm during prime time ish.
Well, as good as you might be on comms, it is always hard to do it solo.
All right. So we're heading to the back of Escape now. Nice early, nice item selection early for our runners, but we also do know that only one Light World dungeon is a crystal, so it's gonna be interesting because the majority of our crystals are going to be in the Dark World, and those tend to be the longer dungeons. So we're probably gonna be in for a bit of a spell here.
Not only that, we picked up that Moon Pearl. I said you could skip Aghanim if you were lucky, but we're now one item away from needing to get to, or possibly getting Aghanim.
Yeah.
Having that lamp and that sword early.
Yep. So it'll be interesting to see what the RNG has in store for us as the scene continues. We're just lousy with fire sources. That's the fire rod in Dark Cross.
So that's an incredible find because that actually, could put things like Back of Armos in logic, and it'd be great if you got a bow to get that early crystal.
Well, I mean, Back of Armos is already in logic because of the lamp.
Oh, yeah, we have that lamp. We are stacked for fire today.
Also, we did find bombs at some point for both of our runners. I believe it was actually one of the chests. Whoops. But, so we're not going to be coming back. Oh, Master Sword already. Hello. So you were saying about Aghanim just now.
Yeah, it's funny. They're already in the castle. You can really go do Aghanim right now.
Galaxy brain play right there. Just turn right back around and go take on Aghanim. 3 heart green mail Aga 1.
This sword.
3 heart green mail Aga 1. Let's go.
No, there are too many checks to take that chance right now. Although you got the Moon Pearl, so I don't know.
Yeah. And 50 more rupees because we didn't quite get enough with getting 300 in the in Link's house. Zelda wouldn't let you go to that door. True. Shot already called in chat. It's another Aga 1 seed where you need to fake flipper to skip. I mean...
That was the story of game 1. We think it was a logical Aga, but they did fake flipper and got around it.
Well, we'll see if that holds true. And already seeing a bit of route divergence here. Quizbowl going to go ahead and do the Lost Woods opening. Amarth just heading straight for the dam. What's on our lumberjack? Oh, I didn't quite catch what that was. Hold on a minute here.
Yeah, we're going to have to see this on the restream.
I didn't catch it on restream either.
So Quizbowl must know something we don't, because that was maybe 1 pixel's worth of a sprite there.
Yeah. In the meantime, just a full heart container in the unflooded dam. Amarith, and just a piece of heart there in the Thieves' Hideout. I think Amarith is using their own... I'm going to get the game wrong. I think it's Ocarina of Time.
No, this is Majora's Mask. Amarith made this MSU pack herself.
I had a 50-50 shot and I got it wrong. F. Alright, good mini Moldorm for Amarith there. There's gloves. There's the ice rod.
Oh my goodness.
There's the Book of Medora. And there's 10 arrows.
Well, that puts Desert fully, well, barring any sort of boots locking, that puts Desert in play.
Indeed it does. Granted, Desert, well, Desert being green pendant would also help the calculus on that a bit.
Sure.
Meanwhile, Flippers in Blind's basement, sorry, words.
There's also a mirror and a hammer that Quizbowl picked up, so we are finding all the value items so early.
And there's a bottle, stack of Rico much.
Alright, so we're gonna hit go mode before we hit Dark World.
I mean, fair. Well, okay, now it's starting to slow down a little bit there. Just some worthless rupees, and then the blue mail.
So that hammer and the glove we picked up, between the two of them, they do have full Dark World access.
Oh, half magic off the bottle vendor. That's worth 100 rupees. Speaking of rupees, it looks like Amarith is going to farm rupees from this lovely gentleman here, 20 at a time, and just go ahead and fake Flipper up to Zora's domain. She's really gonna hate herself when she finally gets to Kakariko and finds the Flippers just ripe for the taking in a Spear Zero check. And as Oro points out correctly in chat, Aghanim 1 is dead. We did find that hammer and the gloves, so Aghanim 1 not going to be required unless whatever that 1 pixel of item Quizbowl saw is actually a very, very important pixel. A god pixel, if you will. Alright, back at Tavern. Just a little piece of love. Merits, meanwhile, there we go. First try every time. Easy clap. Oro seems to have seen Quizbowl on Quizbowl's VOD that it was just a piece of heart.
Okay, so then we'll never see Yaga until we get to the top of the tower.
Alrighty then. Race game? 20 rupees.
So whatever's on Hobo is actually in Logic, having found those flippers.
Indeed.
So if it's something, it's not. But if it were...
Yeah. What was on Bookshelf? I was a little busy paying attention to Amarith there. I will take your word for it. Yeah, like I said, Amarith is not going to be happy when she finally gets to Kakariko and sees that those flippers were just ripe for the taking, and she could have avoided some of that trouble with the fake flipper.
I mean, I don't hate the play, because you got the early Moon Pearl. You could do something, you know, fancy and get the waterfall checks and try and Galaxy Brain your way around this, but yeah, we do know that the flippers are fully available.
Alright, so what's in Waterfall here? He's Heart and Bombos, or Full Heart. Also, not going to be able to see what the Waterfall Fairy is offering to fill bottles with, because she does not have that bottle also available in He's Just a Boy correctly pointing out in chat, once Amarth does get to Kakariko and find those items, she'll just be able to head right to Dark World via that portal to the north.
Quizbowl picking up all the nice items that are in Mini Moldorm Cave.
King of Scams strikes again. All right, so it looks like we are going to see some overlapping checks here.
Yeah, so actually, not having found the bow, it is kind of a better, I guess, better routing for Amarth, because now, as He's Just a Boy had mentioned, you can go into the Dark World. You're not going to be, dipping into dungeons where you can't complete them just yet.
Right. All right. Oh, right. Amara still needs to do Lost Woods even, so...
Yeah, she was straight for South Shore, so none of these checks have been done yet.
Be interesting to see if she decides to get that information with that Book of Fedora on what is on the pedestal.
Oh, that's right. Nope, not going to do it, but
Nope.
would have been a prime time to do it.
Yeah. Oddly enough, would not have been the earliest ped check we've seen today, because we did have in the earlier race restream, we did have a Book of Fedora in Escape, and one of our runners checked the pedestal. Just happened to be 3 bombs in that particular seed. All right, Marth now gonna receive the bounty that is this Kakariko village. Yep. And we'll see how Amarith reacts to the flippers she is about to receive.
Yeah, probably mildly annoyed, but it's too early to rage about stuff like that.
Yeah. Slick, the sprite Amarith is using is Garnet from Steven Universe. Alright. Quizbowl gonna be entering the Dark World using this this swamp portal here. And we'll be entering the location sometimes known as Hype Cave.
Oro, thank you so much for a gift sub to Sneakbet.
Nice. And congrats to anybody who received emotes from that gift gifted sub, because Twitch is doing that thing again for some Valentine's Day themed emotes.
All right, 300 rupees. That's a good start. Green
Second bottle. And bacon.
Arrows and bombs. All right. Really early tempered sword here.
Yep. Oh, Amarith is 2 rupees short of being able to pay off the bottle vendor. Ouch. That's just a feels bad man moment right there. But luckily, it is gonna be worth the effort. Half magic is nothing to sneeze at. You know, no big deal. Just a 17-minute Bombos tablet check. That's completely normal, right?
Sure. For just a quarter heart, that's the normal part about it.
Yep. All right. Also, an unusually fast Agina's check. Because this is the one Spear Zero location that I feel a lot of runners just go. But if something's here, screw it.
Yeah, it's like the one check that everyone is okay with abandoning. Sometimes to their own demise.
Yep, and nothing there this time around. But it's like Schrodinger's chest. If we hadn't checked it, it would have ended up being our go mode Cane of Samaria or something.
Quizbowl here, taking the opportunity to dip into desert.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You're here. It's a couple items. It's also the green pendant. It's full. It could be full clearable. Gotta remember we don't quite have those boots yet. All right. Amarith is going to be checking the race game here blind. Unfortunately, just going to be receiving a big 20 for her efforts, or receiving the sight of a big 20. I highly doubt she goes and picks it up.
No, she'll see it and quickly just get rid of it.
Yep. No thanks, I'm good. You can keep your garbage.
And not saving and quitting, I'm guessing headed back up to the Lost Woods area. Gonna go through the portal, check out Dark World. Wow, Butter Sword already. We're not even 20 minutes in.
Yeah, just 19-minute, 15-second Butter Sword. No problem here. Oh, that's actually a good point. With the way things are looking, what if Amarith needs to get into Palace of Darkness?
Well, then that's going to be a problem.
And more to the point, what if there's something on the chess game which she's about to pass by?
Well, let's get our Dark World map check, see what our crystals are going to be, because Skull Woods is fully clearable. You could dip there first.
Yep, this is entirely true. And yep, that's a crystal. Red pendant on Meyer, and 5 and 6 are Palace of Darkness and Turtle Rock. Amarth realizing, hey, I can go do that thing. I can go do Skull Woods. And that is exactly what she's going to go do. Me personally, I would kind of wish, she had something in that bottle, but if she plays her cards right, this really shouldn't be that difficult of a kill. Yeah, Master Sword, Hammer, Fire Rod, Half Magic.
Quizbowl will have an easier time having Butter Sword, but still, Half Magic and the Fire Rod, you'll be okay.
Yep. There's Ether, by the way, in Skull Woods. Item number 1. All right.
Now came to the pinball room without a key. Risky move, since this is not an assured key anymore.
Yep.
Oh, has the mirror. So...
Yeah, has the mirror, so not too bad of a time loss there. Also got bailed out by having a key in that chest. Nice routing there by Amarith. Now he's going to have to play Ring Around the Gibdo here a little bit. Oh, okay. That was unfortunate. First try every time, right? Okay. And there's that big key. And the intentional wall master. Nicely done.
Yeah, just go ahead and clear the dungeon at this point, because to the big chest and have to come back to the boss. Just see if you need to go back there first.
Yep. Well, I mean, we kind of need to go back there at any rate because it's the crystal.
No. See if you need to go back to the big chest first.
Oh, sorry. My bad. I thought you were saying go back to the back of Skull Woods, and I'm like, wait, what?
I'm not that bad at this game.
Yeah, you aren't one of the co-hosts on a podcast or anything.
Sure. Now, after this, actually, before this Skull Woods play, Quizbowl is going to check the pedestal.
Oh! Alright, get your hype up. A rupee stash! Hell yeah!
Alright.
We can't quite get as hyped as the text appears to be for that, but pedestal is deadestal, folks. Deal with it. Alright, so Amarith gonna be heading... Nice fairy drop! Gonna be heading to the Mothula fight here.
Just waiting for that wall master.
Baiting out the wall master there. Alright, we'll see if Moth decides to play nice. Doesn't really look like it so far. And also taking a lot of spike damage.
Yeah, getting hit quite a bit from those. And no invisibility item. Oh.
Yeah, that's a death. So that's pretty much going to evaporate the time Quizbowl took to check the pedestal and then some, because Quizbowl is heading to the Mothula fight, and with that Butter Sword is going to have a slightly easier time of things.
So that's exactly why Amarith baited that wall master.
Oh.
Fall into that hole. When you fall into that hole, your hitbox does not despawn, so wall masters can still pick you up even when you're dropping.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh. Oh, rude. Rude. So Quizbowl being the game being a bit of a bro there, and giving back some of that time. I mean, totally what was going on there, right? So, yep, with that Butter Sword, should be able to melt Mothula here, as long as Mothula gets away from the spikes. Speaking of being 1.0'd, there we go. Yeah, if Mothula is hit back into the spikes, the damage doesn't count, because Link to the Past is a very well-coded video game.
Yeah, totally. Both of them get Mothula down fairly well, though.
Mm-hmm. And Big 20 as well, that second item, so we do not need to go grab the big key, or big chest here. So a fairly close race at the moment. Gonna have to, like I said, keep an eye on Amarith's rupee count here, and what she decides to do. Oh, looks like she's gonna go ahead and make sure that pedestal is well and truly dead. May not throw a shoe at it, but we'll definitely read the text with the Book of Medora.
Yeah, you kind of have to. If you're here, you don't want to leave that.
All right. So, Village of Outcasts checks coming in slightly delayed stereo from both of our runners, I would assume. Or
are they? Where's Amarith going?
Good question.
Oh, Amarith completely bypassed going through that part of Skull Woods.
Oh! Big brain play. And I mean that completely unironically. That's amazing. All right. So even more delayed stereo Village of Outcast checks here. Oh, Amarith, you're 1 rupee short. Oh, rip.
gosh, that's twice this has happened. First on the bottle vendor, 2 rupees short.
Oh, that's a good point. There's that rupee. Oh, and the Titans! It's a good thing she went and farmed that. Also, nice single arrow of destiny as just a stand-in for another single thing pointing upwards. I'm talking about the middle finger. And Quizbowl popping into Thieves Town here. I would imagine Amara's not going to be too far behind. So yeah, those Titans mitts, along with that mirror, is going to open up, partially open up the Smith's chain. It's still a little bit on the annoying side to do, but not as annoying as it could be. All right. Okay, so yep, Amara's gonna be in Thieves Town here as well. Quizbowl's got a couple of chests of a lead on Amarith.
In this big key chest.
All right. Okay. So I haven't. I've been paying attention to Amarith more than Quizbowl. I don't think we've really seen too much out of Thieves Town yet.
Well, you're about to see something.
Oh yeah, that is definitely a thing.
That is a thing. Yeah, and it's a great place for it. You can just mirror back over to Kakariko to get it activated.
Indeed, you can. Toot toot, it's the flute. Alright. So the Quizbowl now gonna be navigating these annoying grasshoppers here. For 20 rupees and the ability to bomb out the attic and let the light shine down. Marith, gonna have a high five here from our runners. Almost on the exact same spot at the exact same time. Nice.
Just squeezing past each other on the stairs.
Yeah. Excuse me, come through. We're late for work.
So still no key. If we don't find it in Maiden Cell, we just go straight back to blind.
Yep. Oh, ooh, Amarith takes a death. Ugh. Ouch. That is one of the, if not the worst place to die in this dungeon.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, about the only place I can think of that would be worse is in basically the area Quizbowl is in right now.
Yeah, having to go, all the way back, hit the switch, go to the basement, and get the maiden.
No such problems for Quizbowl. There's Blind's pun, the seed, which great. I'm so glad we have that. Good first 2/3 of the blind fight for Quiz. Just got to get 2 more slices in, 1 more, and there we go. All right.
So it just makes pretty good sense to finish out the south part of Dark World. Finish up with Hype Cave after going Stumpy, Cave 45 and all that. But you got those mitts, you could do Smith Chain as well, too.
Yeah, and Quizbowl has already done Hype, because that is where our Temperate Sword was.
Oh, yes, actually, you're right.
I mean, that would be a good, still a good procedure for both of our runners. It will be a bit more beneficial for Marith than it will Quizbowl, because again, she'll be heading to Hype to grab that Bacon Sword. And at 33 minutes even, the duck is amuck, the mallard is empowered, the goose is loose, the pheasant is present, the flute is activated.
You got any more?
No. I think I might run afoul of the audience if I have any more bird puns.
Terrible.
I mean, come on, you set me up for that one. I got the wow with like 10 W's for math. We're doing great. Things are going fine, boys. All right.
Moving right along, we have hammer pegs for Quizbowl.
Hammer pegs, and he does have Jeremiah tagging behind here, so he's going to go ahead and loop in the Smith chain here. All of these puns are ducking ridiculous. Nice. 3 bombs on hammer pegs. Marith, meanwhile, getting to that blind fight. Math went and counted how many W's she put on. Nice. And a nice-ish reward from Jeremiah for bringing him back to his smithy. A net total of 40 rupees. And Quizbowl gonna go ahead and take that purple chest for a bit of a spin. I would assume he's gonna be dragging it down to Cave 40. Never mind.
No, it looks like he's gonna do Graveyard Ledge.
All right. Here comes the Hyrulean National Anthem, Marith.
Which, let's think about this from Quizbowl's end. You already have a follower. You can't do the dig game, so you're going to have to come back down there anyway. This actually makes a bit more sense.
You're right. Yep, that's a good way of putting it. I kind of forgot that dig game was a thing. What I was going to say before Quizbowl turned north was go to Cave 45 and then attempt to do the Phantom Chest glitch. But even then, though, that would be kind of silly because we have the flute and the mirror, so we really don't need to be pulling any sort of Phantom Chest shenanigans. What I'm concerned with now is picking that chest back up can be tricky, so I really hope Quizbowl manages to do that before he enters his portal lair.
Yeah, even if it is a bit close, I think you can take bomb damage and pick it up, but not get in the portal. Get to it anyway.
There we go. I have definitely lost the chest a few times because I thought I picked it up and I hadn't, and I went into my portal and then I realized as the transition was going, oh hey, that chest isn't following me. Quizbowl knows Wes hasn't seen Christmas Vacation. Wow, that's a callback.
This chest is getting the world tour. We're gonna go get the catfish check with this.
Nice. I'm sure the catfish can eat through the lock, and then he'll cough up 2 items, right?
It'd be interesting if you could throw the purple chest into it.
I mean, if you watched the earlier restream on this channel, you might have noticed that I opened with a Good Morning Vietnam reference, so... Third bottle from Catfish. Filled with green goo, which, gross.
Yeah. You really want to trust that from a fish? So Martha is going to give us our check at the dig game.
All right. Nice early two big 20s there. And nice early Cane of Burna. Also going to use the rest of the timer here to try and farm up some rupees. So, of course, now that the game realizes she's just trying to farm up rupees, here come all the greens and blues. And magic.
And magic.
There we go.
Alright, so that's enough for Kiki and for the entrance to Pod.
Alright. Chest getting a little soaked in Sora's domain there, and save and quit coming from Quizbowl, and I think we are finally going to see this chest get returned to Gary here. Oh yeah, I remember one time I ran short of rupees for Palace of Darkness, and I had the shovel, so I ended up, digging all around Palace of Darkness for rupees. And yeah, I would either get nothing or magic, or like everything except rupees. Yes. Not Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. All right. Oh, old man rescue now. Quizbowl here. We're also probably going to see some of these spec rock and probably a little bit of Death Mountain as well.
Well, we do have all of it accessible to us.
Oh yeah, we do. Duh. Tower of Hera as well.
Ether Tablet. Even Spike Cave, I guess, might be in logic with that Cane of Burna, but Quizbowl does not have it.
I mean, Quizbowl may not logically have access to it yet, but... Oh wait, no, never mind. He hasn't done anything with his bottles. I was about to say, he does have 3 bottles. If they had health in them, that would be more than enough. But none of them have health in them, so...
Yeah, he's got an empty one and 2 magic bottles.
$50 on top of Spectacle Rock. Bombs inside it. Speaking of Christmas movies, Math Girl just like, game, I don't want a bleeping gold bee. Except she didn't say bleep. I can almost guarantee it, she did not say bleep. Drink your Ovaltine, kids. Quizbowl has been to Hype Cave, and where was the other sword that Amarith has not found yet?
That was in Desert Palace.
Desert Palace, right, thank you. All right. Well, I mean, it does look like Amarith is going to be receiving that bacon sword shortly because she is in desert area. 50 rupees in the sub-basement of Tower of Hera. Rather interesting that Quizbowl is deciding to do these checks now, when he does know the pedestal is dead, with the entirety of Death Mountain available to him.
Yeah. I mean, I can see the argument. Hera is a small dungeon, but there are only 2 items here.
Mm-hmm. And there's a good possibility that the other item is fire-locked. I mean, we have seen one of the items, that 50 rupees in the sub-basement. But there's a very good chance that that other item is fire-locked. Alright, we've got Meyer now from the Meyer area, from Amarith. I believe that was Quake to access Meyer?
Yes.
Yep. Down goes Quizbowl here. And there's the second item out of Tower of Hera. So nothing doing in Hera for Quizbowl. Nothing doing Well, Sanctuary Heart is nothing to sneeze at, especially when you're a little bit low on health like Amara kind of was. By the way, I love how Maya requires the one medallion we have not found yet.
It also is a pendant, so really not that big of a deal.
Valid point. Looked like something with a number on Floating Island, so we're not going to be seeing that. Yeah, 10 arrows.
10 arrows.
Checkerboard Cave. Excuse me. 50 rupees. Go ahead and open up Turtle Rock here. Still looking for that Cane of Samaria to be able to do much with that information.
And Amara's probably heading down the cave. Gonna pick up that fourth sword.
Well, it'll be her third sword because she actually did not go into desert itself, which,
Oh,
to be
yes.
fair, desert is one of our pendants. So, it'll put her basically on parity for just about anything that matters. Though, about the only time I feel like gold really delivers over tempered is Trinets.
Maybe Vitreous, if you don't have silvers.
This is also true. There's that second bottle for Amarith as well. Gaze wistfully at Hookshot Cave without the hookshot or the boots. That's 4 items we are not going to be able to get to at the moment. And Quizbowl checking Spiral Cave. No boots, no hookshot. Final destination, Resident Sleeper.
Amara's fluted to 8. You think we might get an Ice Palace play?
Oh dear. Yep, that's exactly what she's doing. I mean, this is full clearable.
That's right. Neither of the other dungeons that have, a significant value, Swamp and Pod, are full clearable. Or Eastern,
Right.
for that matter.
Yeah. Kind of surprised we haven't seen Eastern from either runner yet, actually, now that I think about it.
I was just going to say, we have not even seen Sahasrara.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, as you pointed out, we don't have the bow, so Eastern's not fully clearable. There's the hook shot in the lower part of Paradox Cave. Oh, okay. I thought Amarth got stuck in the chest there for a second. All right.
So that's a clearable Swamp Palace with that hookshot.
Yep. So I would not be surprised to see Quizbowl make... There's the Cane of Samaria as well. Marth is going to need to head for Death Mountain after this Ice Palace play.
And that's a clearable Turtle Rock, too.
Oh, and how much do you think he's going to... Could he be making the TR play right now?
Do it. You got access this early. There's 5 items, and it's not that much of a difference between go moding and not go moding.
I mean, yeah. The more I think about it, the more I kind of like it. Maybe this is just kind of a personal thing, but whenever Turtle Rock is a crystal in a defeat Ganon seed, I try to put it off for as long as I can, simply because we have to climb Death Mountain anyway.
Oh, that makes perfect sense. But
yeah.
if you're right around the corner,
yeah,
Marth,
well,
taking a few falls on this Ice Palace bomb jump.
Yeah. I think you're a little too far. Never mind. All right. There's the torch room completed. Oh, missed the quick shot.
Yeah, chat picking up on our, discussion about go moding TR versus not. Amarth is not, is full clearing Ice Palace looking for a few items, but Quizbowl may have the opportunity to go mode it, which is very fast.
All right, nice fairy drop again for Amarth there. Amarth is also going to have to perform the bomb jump to fully clear this dungeon, unless the item layout is favorable, which I don't believe it has been so far. Meanwhile, Quizbowl winding his way into the meat and potatoes, as it were, of Turtle Rock. Are we in bow for Schrodinger's no mode? Yeah, actually we are. We are in bow mode. There's the powder in ice, by the way.
Yeah, this has been a very quick and generous seed so far.
Oh, you say generous,
2
and
hits.
yeah, the Chain Chomps decided to be very generous with mauling Quizbowl. Now really gonna have to be careful. Half a heart left. I would honestly just think about my life. There we go. Nice baits and jukes there.
Even on blue mail, even on red mail, those things will hit you hard. But takes that death from the anti-fairy.
Oh, ouch. If only he had the powder from ice. That would have been nice. Speaking of Ice Palace, Amarith continuing to make her way through. Heading back towards further into the dungeon here. Looking for a few more items. Yeah. The one bright side, at least Quizbowl did get to walk right by those chain chomps instead of having to try for the chest some more, which we thought he was going to have to do for a few moments there until he managed to bait out an attack and sit by them with the hook shot. Looks like Amarith is not going to attempt the bomb jump to go over to hookshot side. Did attempt the bomb jump to try and cross that safely. Did not quite get it.
Now, were all 3 items found? Because we got the big key. We didn't look at the big chest, though.
That must be all 3 items. Either that or Amarth is gambling that the last item is on Cold Stare. Well, we have seen 2 from chat. Somebody saw the single arrow, and I saw the powder.
Well, hopefully for Amarth's sake, there is an item on Cold Stare.
Either that or there was a 3rd item that we missed while we were chatting about something else.
Indeed.
Nice corralling here from Amarith. Kinda surprised she didn't pull out the fire rod, but just going at it with the tempered gets the kill. And, well, nope, that's the 3rd item there, 10 arrows.
Alright. Wipe the sweat off your brow, because that would have been pretty bad if there was something important in that last chest, like the bow.
Yep. Alright, nothing really jumping out from Turtle Rock so far, either.
No, but taking a detour to Mimic Cave.
Yep. I always kind of consider Mimic Cave part of Turtle Rock, unless it's an inverted seed. Just a little piece of love there. And it looks like Amarith is going to go ahead and do Death Mountain now. So thankfully she'll be receiving the bounty that was Paradox Cave.
Yeah, and wouldn't be surprised to see her go straight to Turtle Rock afterwards too.
There's the cape. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why you would ever need to perform that bomb jump, but that is interesting.
If you ever want to go back, sure.
Quizbowl trying to time it out. Doesn't quite do it. Takes a bit of a hit. But is through to the next room. Oh yeah, I suppose door rando is a thing now. Oof. This game is going to be unrecognizable by the time the randomizer community gets done with it, I feel like. You're going to go through a door and all of a sudden you're in Chrono Trigger. Lavos!
What do you mean the rainbow shells on the pedestal?
So the last Metroid isn't in captivity, it's in the darkness beyond time.
Amarth also gonna investigate what's in Tower of Hera.
Actually, you know what? Better answer. We're Earthbound Link to the Past randomite combo rando win. Oh, Bo on Laser Bridge.
Of course. So that puts us in, as we talked about before, Schrodinger's Go mode. Not sure if we need the boots for that last for that Ganon Sour Big Key, but so far, Quizbowl can just go through the rest of the seed.
Wow. So I don't think Amarv is going to be too far behind here. I mean, in a relative sense of the term. Not too far behind in going to TR, but a little behind in terms of progression here.
Yeah, so Quizbowl is going to be able to go mode,
Samaria
Pod
is in
and
Paradox
IP,
Cave, math.
and then pod over to Eastern Swamp Palace is Amarth as well, but Amarth did spend more time in Ice Palace.
Yeah. All right, nice, easy Trinex kill there. That gold sword really just helps that fight along. Or with the helpful conversion to Ganon Falls, which is unit of time about equal to 5 beats, if I remember that giant bomb meme correctly. All right. So Quizbowl gonna go ahead and purchase some potions, I would assume. Sorry, for a second I was trying to figure out what he was doing, and he was just trying to use up some magic so he could buy some blue potions.
Yeah, so Amarth heading back down the mountain to get to Paradox Cave via Spiral Cave. Sorry, you were saying?
Fair, chat pointing out that Quizbowl did in fact skip Hookshot Cave. To be fair, there's a 1 in 22 chance that he is not in go mode right now. And Hookshot really isn't that far of a walk from Gen's tower.
Oh,
if
yeah.
it does turn out to be that sort of situation. Now, if boots turn out to be literally anywhere else that Quizbowl skips, yeah, Quizbowl skipping is going to look really bad in hindsight. But Hookshot Cave, I can kind of give him a pass on.
Yeah,
And
and I think
let me clarify that statement. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think the standard play, if you do need the boots in Ganon's tower, you're going to get to, full clear the whole basement of the tower first, and then you'll start looking for things in Hookshot Cave and others.
Yep. While you were saying that, the double raid from Danny Music and Zero Nix, welcome on in, the 7 of you combined from those 2 raids. Challenge Cup action, Game 2 of this best of 3 series in the 3rd round of the bracket stages between Amarth and Quizbowl. Standard seed, really, really fast and generous seed that Quizbowl currently has control of due to finding that bow in Turtle Rock and going into Schrodinger's Go mode. While we are kind of seeing duplicate checks and dungeon progression from our runners. Nice, Oro. Now would be a good time as any to remind you are watching this on the Go Mode Podcast Twitch channel. The Go Mode Podcast, of course, available at gomodepodcast.com or anywhere podcasts are distributed. If you enjoy the community, please do check out that Discord with the bi-weekly seed, among other shenanigans. We also would prefer you follow our runners. And if you're still in a following mood, don't forget to give our restream crew, especially our restreamer Math, who stepped up in a big way to get this organized after my setup took a nosedive. Our tracker, Yoinker's wife, and my co-com Lumaga, all of them deserve follows. All right, Slug's done, and we're still seeing duplicate checks, but...
And let's not forget about following yourself, Westside Vandal.
Mm-hmm. I always feel weird self-promoting like that, so I usually don't say it.
Oh, yeah. Alright, Quizbowl, not wasting any time at Ice Palace, able to head right to the bottom floor for Cold Stare, as Amarth is now in Turtle Rock.
So I think best case scenario for Amarth at this point is going to be a boots, the Ganon's Tower. Oh, hello. Almost missed that torch. The boots locking Ganon's Tower big key and them being on Hookshot Cave, which she immediately checks after she's done here. Oh, unless she did it while I was plugging the podcast.
Yeah, it looks like chat saying Hookshot Cave was a bust.
Quizbowl indeed living the dream of being able to go mode 5 dungeons at an hour in. Granted, we'll see if he quasi go mode Swamp, trying to look for those boots, just in case. But oh, red armor and worse boomerang. Okay. I mean, nowadays with all the splash deletion stuff that goes on with the red meringue, I'm not quite sure it can still hold that title, but
yeah, there's a lot of value in the red boomerang now with Ancilla.
Math saying that the hint system just only needs 2 hints: Ice Rod and Boots. I think that's also kind of an offshoot of a discussion from earlier this afternoon, where we were saying move said hints to the fortune tellers and make it cost 300 rupees.
Ooh, now there's an idea.
Ambrosia, and then Saha tells you where the ice rod is if you turn it in the green pendant. Interesting. There's that first shield for Amarth as well.
Yeah, chat calling for boots in Sahasrarla's closet, which we still have not seen after an hour.
Yeah, and we probably aren't going to see, because it does look like Quizbowl is just kind of banking on not needing those boots. Did just completely skip hookshot. For as much as I defended him not doing hookshot, this does kind of feel like he's just banking on not needing those boots. Because he did also just skip the bombable chest in Swamp.
Oh, he is going straight for it then. I guess that's go mode though.
Alright, Marth meanwhile getting that cape and is going to go ahead and step back out for a moment and do Mimic Cave. Yep, Quizbowl is just taking that 21 of 22 chance that he does not need those boots, and he's just straight up going for it. Yep, not even a compass room check. He's just like, I'm out of here.
Well, he knows how quick this seed has been. He's down 0 games to 1, and yeah, so there's a lot of reasons for him to just go for it.
Yep, I was just about to point out that he is technically playing for his Challenge Cup life here, so he is probably going to take any possible advantage he can get. And yeah, as Oro points out, you've still got Eastern, you still got Palace of Darkness, and you've got Ganon's Tower. There are a lot of chests in those 3 locations that you're probably checking anyway because you need the big key for those 3 locations. It's decent enough play. Is gonna check the chests in the back of Swamp on the way to Vitreous here.
I could be looking for silvers or those boots.
Yeah, I was about to say this might be partially him going, oh, what if I need boots? Because second guessing yourself mid race in a tournament setting is also a thing. Can confirm.
Alright, Quizbowl taking on Argus with that butter sword. Gonna make very quick work of these puffs.
Yep. Meanwhile, Amara's gonna be using her magic and that cape to avoid the lasers.
Not enough for that last chest, which does have the bow, which will put Amarath in go mode at an hour 5:30.
Yep. All right. Just on Tempered, gonna go ahead and forego that safety valve and head to the Trinex fight. All right. And off Quizbowl goes to Palace of Darkness and Eastern. And down goes the Firehead for Amarith. Down goes the Ice Head. There's an exploding shell. Nicely done.
Yeah, makes very quick work of the Trinex.
Also, I love how I was just thinking about the rupee count earlier because seeing Quizbowl pay off Kiki here, I remember earlier when we were talking about, oh hey, look at Amara's rupee count, it's really low, and now we get to say, oh hey, look at Amara's rupee count, it's nearly 1,500.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of times where you'll actually worry about money.
This is
Because you're
true.
bound to run into 100 or a 50 somewhere.
All right. Yeah, I think Quizbowl is starting to slow down and start to think about looking for those boots or those silvers, because he did check the left side chest, and now he's also not immediately going to the bowlock side. This is some rather interesting routing.
Yeah, this one seems actually pretty stock for Pod. You still need to find that big key. You're going to need to have a key to go back into Helmosaur as well.
He does not have the big key yet, no. To answer a question in chat. Then again, I am by no means an expert in routing Pod or much of anything really. I just sit here and talk about randomizer a lot. Definitely not the way I usually route Pod, but again, that's why I'm sitting here talking and not still in the tournament.
Yeah, we can't all be in round 3 of the tournament.
Nope.
Alright, still no big key, so gonna go to the back of Pod. Interesting to see how many chest Quizbowl checks along the way.
Sorry, I just have an instinctual reaction to dropping off the edge like that.
Oh, sure. Now, you mentioned that Quizbowl had skipped the bomb chest in Swamp Palace. Amarth found the big key there, so very easy, quick check, even in go mode for Amarth.
Yep.
Now, if that has the boots and we need them, you know, that's a big boon for her.
Yeah. I mean, it would be a big boon even if we don't technically need them, because she'll be able to start gaining time by running. It'll be even more so, like you said, if it is indeed a torch seed. But just being able to run where Quizbowl will not be able to will start to close some of this gap.
Well, so much for Palace of Darkness.
Well, that was a red item, but that was not the boots. That was a big 20. And indeed, so much for go moding Palace of Darkness is indeed an adequate line of thought. There's the map.
All right, big key is in the last possible place it could be.
That's always fun.
Actually, we haven't seen the vanilla. It's in the vanilla location.
Ugh. Ugh. That's just filthy. All right, so big key incoming for Quizbowl, while Amarth is heading to the Argus fight. Oh, and the preemptive bomb there, because Quizbowl knew exactly what was going to be in that chest, and he wanted to voice his displeasure while not losing too much time.
And actually, Horror pointing out that if you understand the key logic and count the small keys in the front of Pod, you could kind of surmise that the big key would be back there.
This is true.
Again, Pod logic.
Yep. kind of like the aristocrats. Oh, wait. Anyway, moving
right
ever so
along.
Yeah. I love how we both went from moving right along. That is pod racing. Oh my god. We've been over this. Amarth isn't in pod yet. I can't tell if Math Girl is sighing at me or at chat. Probably both.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Amarth does pick up that crystal from the Artist boss fight. Quizbowl, meanwhile, heading for... The answer is indeed yes. Quizbowl now heading for Helmassar King. And looks like we are going to get a little bit of a high five here.
Yeah, one's exiting as the other's entering into Palace of Darkness, and then as soon as Quizbowl is done with Helmasaur, quick mirror over to Eastern, I'm sure. Will be interesting to see if he makes that detour to Sahasrara. That's a weird phrase, detour to Sahasrara.
Yeah. That's just how this seed has gone, though. Yeah. Really. Neither runner really decided they wanted to do it, and the seed rewarded them for not really wanting to do it. And again, I'm sure by now Jinxie would have been having kittens at the fact that neither runner... Well, never mind! We were just talking about this. I'm gonna see that Saha's Plaza from Amarth here. 50 rupees. Heart container. And piece of heart. Welp.
Yeah, so just a bust.
Yep.
But worth the check.
Indeed it is. But yeah, no, I am certain that Jinxie would have not liked the fact that Saha's Closet went unchecked for so long.
GROSS.
Alright. Into Palace, Amarth goes, and into Eastern goes Quizbowl. Well, I mean, to be fair, Danny Music, all you really need is love. So...
And 7 crystals, a bow, fire source, and at least Master Sword.
Don't go stepping on my Beatles reference like that. All right. I wasn't paying attention. Was Big Key in the rolling boulder room?
Don't know. We're about to find out.
Because either I completely spaced out or I... Okay, cool. Because I didn't see Quizbowl check the chest to the right. I saw him immediately go left, so... Yeah, looks like Quiz is deciding to quasi-go mode here, where he's just kind of, checking anything that's not like a double-digit second check.
Yeah, if he just has to sidestep, he'll go check it. If he has to go out of the way, 2 rooms away, no way.
Chat, I love you guys sometimes.
Amara maybe picking up on that hint about the small keys and gonna check the vanilla location. We'll get the big key much more quickly than Quizbowl did.
We'll definitely gain some time back then. Yep. Question is gonna be, will it be enough? As Quizbowl now entering the Armos Knights fight. I think it might have gotten away from him a little bit. Yep.
Yep.
All right. And there is that 7th crystal for Quizbowl. So it's time to play that most wonderful of games here on the Go Mode Podcast. Twitch, there are 22 locations in Ganon's Tower where that big key could be. Please enter a number from 1 to 22 in chat where you think that location is going to be in today's game, and closest wins some points and some imaginary prizes. Math Girl once again taking 3 the torch because she's math and she's evil. Since she is not going to do her usual evil, I am going to go ahead and be that evil and say 22.
I mean, no boots. You're gonna kind of maybe not expect, but just for the laughs, you want torch.
Well, we'll find out here shortly. Wes, stop being a math girl. No. Wait.
It's 2020. You can be a math girl if you want to.
Sorry, I just started humming the safety dance in my head. You can leave your friends behind.
Oh, so Quizbowl is checking Hookshot Cave.
Ah,
We didn't notice Amarth do, but chat says there was nothing in there.
Well, yeah, nothing of like progressional importance, but red mail to soak up some damage and the red boomerang. You can math if you want to. Oh God, chat, stop enabling me. I blame you for the entire Team Rocket thing. I don't care if it was my fault that I even said anything pre-stream. You guys have continued to enable it. And I hate/love you for it. Anyway, Amarth takes down Helmassar right as Quizbowl is going to be entering Ganon's Tower. So Amarth is only going to be approximately an Eastern Palace clear behind here. Anything can happen. And that is not nearly as large of a gap as I was expecting this to be. All right, voting closed. Quizbowl's going to go ahead and head to the Hope Room first. Chest number 1. Big key!
Wow.
Wow! Indeed.
Still need to find that small key, but great work for John the Branch, who gets number 1 and is now on our leaderboard with 11 points. Congratulations, John.
And he's also won a lifetime supply of Link to the Past randomized seeds, redeemable at alttpr.com. As always, if your standard seed lasts longer than 4 hours, please consult a wiki. Japanese 1.0 ROM not included. Void where prohibited. And up the tower goes Quizbowl. So with that super early big key, that's gonna kind of close the window on execution. Well, I shouldn't say execution, but luck, I guess. Routing decisions in the Ganon's Tower basement. It's gonna come down to execution, and I really don't think there's enough execution gap left for Amarth to overcome. But I mean, it's rando. Stranger things have happened and will continue to happen. It just remains to be seen if they'll happen here.
Yeah, so even small things like that, getting stopped by those spikes, if you make enough of those, up the tower, you're going to slow yourself down against somebody who can execute the gauntlet blindfolded, you know? Not that I believe that's in Amarath's repertoire, but metaphors.
Yes. Sorry, John the Branch. We're not taking anything away from Quizbowl here. You don't get to the third round of a tournament by being lucky. You have to have at least some skill at this game to be able to make it to the third round of any tournament. Honestly. Speaking of losing control of the Armos fight, oof. Oh, Amarath. Ouch. Buddy. Chum. Pal. That, not a very good Armos Knight fight. Meanwhile, Yakty Sack's beginning to play on Quizbowl's side because this last horsehead enemy giving him a little bit of trouble.
And getting punished by Beamos, too.
No, I mean, that's just a given in the gauntlet, is Beamos will just be Beamos. I wonder if Quizbowl knows you are able to make it through that room if you just straight shot it.
By the looks of it, maybe just not taking the chance.
True.
But yes, if you just walk straight through, you will make it.
Yeah.
Alright, up to the fun rooms of the Ganon's Tower Gauntlet. Very quick whiz robes.
Vince positing it was RNG manipulation for the 3-in-1 spin on Lanmo 2. Well, I shouldn't say RNG. That's not. Speaking of RNG, though, Amara getting dead rocked. Oof. All right. Torch room coming up for Quizbowl here. Got a kill screen coming up, guys. Oh wait, sorry.
Wrong game.
Yeah. All right, second torch room now for Quizbowl. Nicely done. Gonna need to kill one of these mini Helmasaurs for that second small key. Or, you know, could just find one in the chest. That works too.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like he is trying to fish out those silvers. No luck so far, though.
Yeah, don't take any chances. You don't know where your opponent is, and you know if your opponent is a room behind you with silvers, then you know good luck.
Yeah. All right. Moldorm 2 puts up a bit of a fight. Doesn't quite get there. Easy kill for Quizbowl with that gold sword. Just 20 rupees in Moldorm's last possession, so we'll see what the big pig has to say about where his henchmen hid the silver arrows today. Meanwhile, Amarith going to grab that small key and then make her way up the gauntlet. Again, stranger things have happened with a silverless Ganon fight, but things are looking a bit grim if you're a fan of Amarith here. Looks like we will be heading to a game 3 as we are now in the Geometry Wars. Nice second pattern there. I'm not quite sure about that first one, but might have been able to eke a double out of that one there, but not quite. Does get the double on the last one, and Quizbowl is heading to the big pig fight.
Yeah, and with the butter sword, half magic, red mail even, it's not going to be an issue.
Speaking of things that might be an issue, Amarith had to open up that pot there for 5 arrows to finish off the second mimic room. All right. Ganon's fun fact. Or, you know, just advertising cereal for your incredible insides. I guess that works too. Alright, Gold Sword gonna make quick work of the first 2 phases of the fight. And then we bless RNG for the 3rd phase.
Just gotta watch himself around these bats. Ooh.
Oh, hello. Oh. Gonna go ahead and burn up some of that magic meter since he does have blue potions on hand.
Now he could save some of his magic while Ganon's phasing around the room, just by grabbing the wall, but...
Right. But then that does also kind of put you in a bad position. Arrows were somewhere in Ganon's tower. Probably in I forgot what that first 4 chest room is called. The one where you have to kill the red skeletons to...
Yeah, isn't that the Dark Magician room?
Sure, we'll go with that. Sure. Yeah, we'll go with that. It's probably in like one of those chests just because.
Yeah.
Chat pointing out that Quizbowl did miss the torch glitch, but half magic does have at least one more blue goo, I think. So I think we're fine. And Quizbowl definitely acting like he still has more magic refills left in the tank, using the fire rod as opposed to the torch to relight things here.
Well, yeah, using the torch, you would go from one end of the room to the other and waste all that time with the first torch. So it makes a lot of sense to do that.
This is fair. That's going to be an exploding invisible big pig for Quizbowl. So as long as he survives the most dangerous 1x3 bridge in all of Hyrule, he will be taking home a victory in Game 2 here and forcing this series to a Game 3. Door open, bridge crossed, and Quizbowl does finish in first place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 29 minutes, and 43 seconds. GG's out in chat.
Alright, let's see if we can get Quizbowl up here for an interview, while Amarth is making her way through the rest of the gauntlet.
Indeed. Not too far behind, honestly. Welcome on in. GG's.
Thank you. Wow, that was a front-loaded seed.
Yes, that was.
Oh, man. Right. So you get the Moon Pearl, you get the Master Sword, and you get the lamp really early, and it's beginning to look a lot like Aga.
Yeah, we were actually kind of joking about that. As soon as we realized we had pretty much Aga 1 access before we even left Escape, we were kind of joking around that we were just going to turn right around and go up the tower.
Yeah, it was tempting. That's why I checked the ledge pretty quickly. But you know, with all the Seer to Zero items out there, I do want to just make sure that there's not a possible way to get Darkhold access, because it is a time sink.
Yeah, it most definitely is. At that. So, were you at any point aware of Saha's closet being something you hadn't really done?
I knew that I had orphaned that, and my thought was, once I get a bow, I'll get that as I route those in. And of course, I got bow for go mode, and so it just never made sense. Was anything in there?
No. Money and some hearts.
Yeah, Amara checked it on her way to Go Mode Palace of Darkness because she as you saw in SRL chat, she got Bow Go Mode as well, and she mirrored to check Saha's closet before she entered Palace of Darkness.
Yeah, we were chatting in the green room beforehand. So yeah, we were pretty close to each other. It's just little checks here and there that seem to differentiate us. So it'll be definitely interesting to go back and watch and see how, kind of get ready for game 3, kind of game each other, I guess.
All right, Amarth now heading into the big pig fight here on stream. All right. So we'll see how this works out for her. I am kind of curious with the silver sand being Ganon's tower. I am morbidly curious as to where those got placed. My guess is just because of how early the big key was, it's in DM room or the Stalfos room there.
Yeah, I'll go with tile room.
Yeah, either that or ultimate troll on in the Ganon's tower big chest.
Oh, that'd be mean.
Well, really, what I want to
Never find those.
This is also true. We did not find those boots. Alrighty. So on to phase 3 for Amarth here. We just need 12 spins. Nicely executed torch switch there. Just need 12 spins and we're good to go. Takes a shot there though. Gonna have to watch her health because I don't believe, looking at her rupee count, she went and got potions. Does have one blue on hand.
Yeah, must have picked up at least one. I don't remember a blue being in a chest somewhere.
No, we did not naturally come across blue goo, no.
Yeah, I grabbed a couple of those when I got to go mode, just because I knew that I was doing this on blue mail and it's only 12 hearts and with no other safeties, so I wanted some juice.
Yep, absolutely. No side eye for me at least. Whew. Playing fast and loose a little bit is Amarth. I saw her rocket towards the bottom of the screen and just kind of clenched for a second there. Alright. I've lost count of how many hits she's gotten in, by the way.
She's got to be getting really close. I also lost count. There she goes.
Turns out she was at about 10. Alright, so gotta avoid that 1 by 3. There it is. Amarth finishes second place. Official SRL time, 1 hour, 35 minutes, and 9 seconds. And we are joined by Amarth. GG's.
GG's.
So yeah, that happened.
That was a seed. Wasn't too bad.
So, where do you think those boots were?
I don't know. They literally could have been anywhere.
Did you ever check? Did you check the Meyer area at all? Did you ever make it over there?
Yeah, she
Yeah, there was
did.
nothing there.
I mean, it could very well have been in Meyer itself.
Yeah. One of the things that kept me away from Meyer was having neither the hook shot nor the boots means I couldn't actually get into Misery Mire, even if I had the right medallion.
Let's see here. Ganon's Tower, of course, holding our silvers today. And like I was saying, like I've said a few times already, I am up that it was just sitting immediately in the Stalfos room.
Probably.
Because that seems like something the seed could do. Or, on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, it could be in the Ganon's Tower big chest.
Or tile room. That would always be fun.
The possibilities are endless.
Indeed. So, let's see. I asked this question of Quizbowl, so I guess I'll ask it of you as well, Amarth. When were you starting to realize, was there ever a point where you started to realize, oh hey, I haven't gone to Eastern at all, there could be something in Saha's closet.
I was thinking about it around the time of like after finishing Ice Palace, checking to see if that was Samari locked or Hookshot locked, but I was like, there's probably something sitting up on Dark Death Mountain. That's probably where I gotta get going, and then it's like, yeah, once I got the key up there, bows on Laser Bridge, I bet. Yep, here we go.
The classic. Like seriously, that was the thought process. Was like I found the hook shot, it was like swamp, and then I found the red cane. It's like, oh no, we're doing Turtle Rock because that bow is in that in that laser bridge.
Yep.
Yeah, we've seen this song and dance so many times over and over. We're just gonna go for it.
Yep. Do want to point out that Quizbowl, because you managed to go mode Ice Palace, you did not find that powder. Which Marth
and I would have.
did.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah.
That's another big time difference then.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was the reason I stopped to get a couple of potions because I had no other safety mechanisms.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
it was actually kind of interesting timing wise because Quizbowl, you took a death where you were at the time that I can't remember. I think you might have been.
It was in Turtle Rock. I had gotten nipped by the chain chomps pretty hard, and then
Yep, that's
and
exactly
then,
right.
I went down the stairs and I was like, why don't I just go ahead and take the death? Because if I could either take it now or I could take it, 60 seconds from now by accident. So
Yep. Yeah. So you took that death, and Amarth had just found the powder, and I just kind of went, well, too bad Quizbowl doesn't have that powder.
Yes, powder always makes Turtle Rock nice and easy.
Yep. Another thing, the early-ish Book of Medora, Quizbowl, you checked the pedestal relatively early, or at least a little bit earlier than Amarth. Just kind of for information. I guess the way I'll phrase this, because I did have a point why I started talking about this. Amarth, why did you put off checking Ped for so long?
I mean, I checked it right after Skull Woods. Like, I felt like that was reasonable.
So I think I think what Wes is asking is, you got the book really early, and then you had done Lost Woods, whereas Quizbowl had done Lost Woods first. So your first trip in there, you could have gone and checked it.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Was you were in Lost Woods with the ability to check it and didn't.
I mean, honestly, it's like 30, 40 seconds to go and check Ped, where it's just, I'm probably gonna find, Glow, or whatever my Dark World access is here in Kakariko, and then be able to route in Thieves Town and all, and Skullwoods and all that. Maybe I'll find Mirror along the way, and then I'll just mirror and check Pedestal, because honestly, Pedestal usually doesn't have anything important, so I wasn't like super like, oh my god, I gotta use that Pedestal.
True.
Just like how this game, even though Wes was participating, I didn't check Lumberjack, so it didn't bite me.
that was a piece of heart. So rest assured.
Next seed, however, it's gonna be different.
Yep.
Well, speaking of next seed, I think you get the next change. You got an idea what you want to do?
'Cause I've been thinking about it for a while.
Now, my standard change will stick unless you decide to change it back.
I'm thinking we'll do MC Shuffle.
Ooh.
All right.
Love me a good pseudo key sanity.
Yep. Yeah, that's that is one of my favorite modifiers available in this Challenge Cup is MC Shuffle.
Like I was leaning towards 6/6, but I'm like, nah, I like MC Shuffle a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
no,
honestly-
that's good.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I just saying the only thing that I don't like about it is I don't have a tracker for it. I have to modify my key sanity tracker, but that
I
works.
basically do the same thing.
I was
Yeah,
about
but,
to say, I don't really think there's a tracker available that has an MC Shuffle mode yet that I'm aware of.
Dunka has it.
Oh, well. Anyway, get on that.
on top of things, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
It sure is.
Yeah.
but
Get on
no,
that.
it's the
Come on now.
the other meta there being is that you don't get to see what you're going to get out of the dungeons unless you have the map associated with it. So there's a little more strategy going on there.
And going back to 6-6, what I was going to say before I waved somebody else on was 6-6 to me would be a bit more interesting if the majority of 6-6s that I've seen weren't, oh hey, your skip crystal is going to be locked behind an item in Gannis Tower itself. Because that seems to be all I see is, well, we need Quake to get into Mire, for example, in this seed. There's a very good chance that Quake was in Gannis Tower somewhere.
Yep.
And that's exactly how it would have worked in a 6-6 too, where it's just like, oh, Quake's gonna be in Gannis Tower. I guess we're skipping Mire. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of takes the ability to choose which crystal to skip out of the equation. It just becomes another pendant.
Like if that were fixed and you had the fill was a bit more, gave you a bit more flexibility in going, okay, I want to choose to skip this dungeon, that would be cool for me. But unfortunately, we do not live in that world just yet. So I know this is putting you guys on the spot a little bit, but is there a time set for Game 3 yet, or is that something you guys still need to discuss?
I think we need to discuss it a little bit, but I remember we talked was Saturday still open for you?
Yeah, Saturday's still open.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can do something during the day on Saturday. We'll figure out the exact time offline.
Alrighty then. Well, we'll be looking forward to that, and hopefully it'll get restreamed either here on Go Mode Podcast or on Zelda Speedruns, as they've been starting to get back into the swing of things on the restreaming end after AGDQ. That is about going to do it for us, unless either of you has any further comments.
No, just thank you very much for commentating and tracking and restreaming us. It always makes these a blast to be a part of, and love everything that you guys do.
Alrighty.
And don't take doctor's calls during your races.
Oh dear. Yikes. That sounds ominous. Anyway, so it remains to me to close this out by saying don't forget about the Go Mode Podcast, available at gomodepodcast.com or anywhere podcasts are distributed. We've got the Discord with that bi-weekly seed and other such shenanigans as well if you want to join the community. Don't forget to give these runners a follow. Give the Restream team, including myself and Lumaga on comms, Yorker's wife on tracking, and Math Girl, once again, I'm gonna keep pounding this drum. She came in with literally minutes to go before you guys started and set up her restreaming stuff because mine decided to flame out. So she came in like a house of fire and got this running lickety-split. And for that, I cannot thank her enough. And yeah, so with all that being said, there is more Challenge Cup action to come both here and on Zelda Speedruns. Stay tuned to all of these channels for that. Thanks for watching. Have a good night, everybody.